Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today we are talking about my top 3 picks for future gains in the cryptocurrency space with NFT gaming. I have 3 things that I am invested in personally and I believe have a lot of good potential. So these are the kind of early starters. What you want to do in crypto gaming, if you want to make money, I feel, is you've got to find the value in something that nobody sees as valuable yet. And then, you will benefit from that in the future when it becomes live and people then start to see, this is something I want to play. This is something I want to invest my money in. By that point, though, you will hopefully have made big gains like we saw in Crypto Blades and my DeFi pet. So if you're brand new to the channel and want to keep up to date with information like that, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay notified of when I drop my videos. Right, so as you can see from a bar, I do have my 3 picks here. I just want to go through them one by one and talk about why I feel these are good opportunities. So let's start with Mist. I feel this is one of the ones that I feel has the most potential and is most underrated at the moment. Mist is currently priced at $18. It has a market cap of 183,000 now. Now Mist has done very interesting things over the course of its lifetime. So we saw, before the big crash of cryptocurrency that we saw in May, June, July, yeah, it hit all-time highs of 46, going from very low 8 cents. You can see some very clever sells here just before the rise, and a buy there at the top. That was terrible buying. That was when I'm new to the crypto game. So here we see the right purchases being made and benefiting from it greatly. So look, these purchases, 9,400, now worth 1,754. So at this point was a very underrated game and very underpriced. Around here, look, we can still see midway to all-time high. This game has not been released. At the moment, it's just dropping little teasers. So I wanted to talk through the trailer. This is probably the best way of showing you what this game has to offer. This is going to be something that you can actually play like a role-play game. Well, a lot of games that we see now are just transactions and images. First ever blockchain-based action RPG on the Binance Smart Chain. So it has a kind of rune. Damn, that's a good trailer. Respect. Mist. This will be... Look at it. It's so low. And look at what that game has. Can you see many games that offer that same kind of gameplay. I don't think there is one out there at the moment that offers you that. And that's why I think this is really, really well priced. This just has to go to $1. It has to build up to $1 billion market cap, 5x, and then at 20,000 becomes $20,000. So I am really, really invested in this and think it has a lot of potential. Probably the most out of all the projects we're going to be looking at today. So their website at the moment, they do have kind of plans for farming and staking on the website. So this will be a big thing because it means it encourages people to hold tokens. Revamon are currently doing this and doing it quite well. And I think very soon we will see potential being able to purchase NFTs for the game. And you know that when any game with NFTs, getting in early means you get the best prices on these things, and you get them cheap so that when they become, you know, available on markets, they have a hell of a lot of worth. That goes across most cryptocurrency games. So I think keep this one on your radar. I will do my best to keep you up to date with any changes regarding updates. But this is definitely one worth a look and potential investment. Next up, we have Tower. Now, this is on the Ethereum blockchain. And this came to my attention because of a game called Crazy Defense Heroes, which is a mobile game that's currently available, playable, and you can actually earn Tower token for ranking. So if you rank so high, you get a portion of the tower as rewards. The reason why I put this, and this is on my radar, is because it is one that has a lot of mobile qualities to it that you'd expect in a good mobile game. That it's a tower defense game, Crazy Defense Heroes, and it's not just planting of towers. You can plant units. You can use special effects like meteors and airstrikes and things that all those things together, I think, makes the playability is very good on it. It has a lot of options in terms of like competitions, quests. Now a game like this has so much potential because imagine if some of the cards or characters, things that you get in like Clash Royale, imagine if the ones that you've got really leveled up, you could just sell them. They'd have a hell of a lot of worth because you put a lot of time and effort into them. And if we can get this into a mobile game now, that's going to be amazing. Their plan is to create a PC game next, but I imagine it will probably have very similar gameplay as they have in the mobiles. So why is this on my radar? It comes from Animoca Brands, which are actually in partnership with the with My DeFi Pet, and it's the experience that they are experienced developers and publishers of a game that has already been fairly successful. And I feel like if, let's have a look at the amount of downloads this has. Crazy Defense Heroes. Currently on Android has had 500k plus downloads. So going to iOS, if that's the same, 1 million downloads. So imagine 1 million users. Everybody just has if they all purchase $1 of a token, Tower token, the market cap goes up to 1 million. And yeah, people are going to be investing in other investors. This is currently available on a lot of platforms. So KuCoin, Uniswap, SushiSwap, Bilaxy, and MEX Global. So it's already seeing some action in trading. I invested into this about 3 days ago when it was here, and already saw an increase. So it's on my KuCoin, not in my it won't show up on KuCoin, but I invested here and it already doubled. And we're going into a similar dip to what we see here, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. But I think, again, this is one that where the game isn't released, it does still have some utility to it at the moment, which might lead to hold incentives. And this is something that's got a lot of potential to be big, whilst it's very cheap at 5 cents. Still is very cheap. You can buy a lot of it. And again, this is something, you know, you want to look into, have a high value later down the line. What's the market cap? So the market cap is a question mark. If we get a lot of, if it becomes popular, getting in cheap is a good way. These are all the ones that I'm talking about today are fairly long-term holds. These aren't like hold and then sell in a month's time. Mist is probably about 6 months away from seeing any big developments in the gameplay. Tower, there's not a lot of information on when it's released. So this is again a long hold. And Crypto Blades, well, I'm going to talk about Crypto Blades. Where's Crypto Blades now? I'm just watching that price. Revamon, the third one, is currently out in alpha, and is released to the public in alpha in 2 days from this point of me recording the video. So it's the first 31 as August, right? Yeah. So the first, this is going to be available to play. So you can play this on Oculus or other devices, other VR devices. You've got to use SideQuest to sideload it. And so here you can see, this is just some action to me playing the game. It's basically Pokemon. Everything you would want in a Pokemon game if it was VR. You know, I don't need to explain it if you've ever played Pokemon before. You have, you know, your 3 characters that you pick at the start. You pick one of them. They all have elemental different types. The character design's really nice here. So you can see here, they've got big plans for the area. A lot of different variations on Revamon. So it stands for Revolutionary Monsters. And these are going to be, it's going to be a play to earn game where you can earn Revo tokens, you can stake farm, you can sell pets on a marketplace. The pre-sale price was 11 cents and is now at 70 something. So this has definitely jumped up a fair bit. It's been a little bit up and down. If you think about day one, it has changed significantly. So it had a big period of dip during the horrible crash. But I mean, when released, it did actually go as high as $5. So that's the potential that people see in it. And then there's the drop because people realize that this game isn't coming out for ages. And then we see a big dip, and then a nice little purchase here, 250, 2,500, and we see an increase. And right now we're just probably a little bit of a price correction at 0.75. So it's already made big gains. Its market cap is fairly low for a game this big, I think, 79 million. It does have staking already in the game. So if we go to the app, you can see you can already stake in these pools. These pools are now all full, but there will be another pool available the 1st of August, I believe. We're not available right now. Yeah, here we go. For farming. So there's available pool. This will come out the 1st of August. Although the start date time isn't right there. They have announced that they'll be releasing one. So there is, it just means the token's going to have more stability. People are going to hold. So this will only drop to a certain point, I think. And then you're hitting people where it's locked. So these are locked by so many months. And if this develops to be as big as Pokemon in the VR space, it could be huge. This is a very reliable company. They created Pokemon VR, so they know how to make a game. And I haven't played it. It's very smooth. All the controls are very easy to use. It's pretty intuitive. You've got, when I went around the catch, you can go around fighting fairly easily and quickly, and you can build up experience fast. You can catch new creatures. When you encounter a pet and somebody else is there, because other people are in the same world with you, if you spot it first, it will be locked to your character, so you get to battle for it, just so people don't snipe your really good pets. So that's what I like. I like about it that it also has the community element to it, that you can just bump into random people and talk, and maybe discuss prices of like, okay, I want to trade for this. Oh, do you have this? I can trade for this. So there'll be a nice little swapping to make sure people have got their Pokedex full, or Revodex. Yeah, big variety. So if we look at the website as well, it looks like they're along the side of it, and these I imagine will be usable in game, but they plan to have NFTs like cards somewhere. Maybe it's in the white paper. In the white paper or the light paper? The NFTs. I can't find it, but they do have. Oh, this one looks well cool. Gameplay. Marketplace. Revamon released. In-game marketplace. The thing, I have seen like a collection of like Pokemon cards in the Revamon version. So they might have them separate, or they will be usable in-game. But yeah, I think VR is still in its infancy. It's not something that is, you know, it's not on the level of PS5 in terms of user base. But I think it's becoming more accessible because there's more devices coming out. The price of those is becoming cheaper. My Oculus costs £295, I think. And you know, it's free to download, free to play, and so you can play to earn. Maybe you'll earn enough to make your dollars back to pay for your Oculus. Who knows? But I think you should get in early. It's me chatting to some random person, waving. Yeah, get in early, and if you, I mean, you might already have an Oculus or something, another VR device, to be able to play it straight away. But that is Revamon, and that is my third pick for future projects with potential. I reckon in 6 months' time, we're going to see very different prices for these as they start to release more incentives for holding, more staking, farming, more NFTs potentially that will be available for us to get. Yeah, very, 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 very excited about all of these projects and looking forward to playing them, because I feel like I don't have anything to properly play. My DeFi pet, there's no playing to it really, other than obviously the farming. And when the battling comes in, it's going to be a different game. It's going to take up time. But at the moment, it's just every 30 minutes I'll farm my food. Crypto Blades is even easier to play now because you can just use all your stamina in one go. Four fights and then you're done. So I feel like these ones are definitely ones to keep on your radar. Maybe even to purchase a little bit to hold for future gains. But that is everything for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and found it helpful, and hopefully we all get rich together off some of it. That is all for this one. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video, hit subscribe if you keep up to date with future content. That is all from me. See you guys soon.